Hello, GenderqueerChat viewers. I'm Christina for Wednesdays on GenderqueerChat, and the topic this week is to talk about what is your favorite body part. So again, like Stacy, I wasn't here last week because I was sick. So I watched Joe's video. I watched Stacy's video, and I could really relate to Joe's video in the sense that I think the best parts about my body are probably the fact that I can go hiking and things like that. But that's maybe because I just really love nature. So that could be that. But similarly, even in the short span of life that I have had, I've kind of lost things that I was able to do when I was younger. So I'm not quite as physically fit as I once was. I started gaining weight when I was around 13, 14. Before then, I was like skinny, and I was able to, well, I never really was a runner, but I was able to walk faster and not get quite as tired out as I do now. So, yeah, it's definitely a situation of, like Joe said, like, appreciate what you have before it's gone. So, yeah, I mean, I used to, like, climb mountains. I mean, Sulphur Mountain out in Banff. But, I did a lot more hiking than I do now, which I do want to get back into, and I'm young enough that I think I can replenish that lack of fitness. I can get fit again, I think. But yeah, so yeah, on a tangent, but yeah, I do think that that's probably the best thing is that I'm, again, as Joe said, able-bodied, able to go out and walk, and really enjoy nature, because that's like one of my greatest loves in my life. So yeah, but in terms of like aesthetically, I don't think I'm necessarily quite as detached from my body as Joe might be, but yeah, I am somewhat sometimes. I feel like my self-image is, and I think this is kind of the way it is with most trans people. It's different than how you look in the mirror, and it's like that's not, yeah. Anyway, so I picture myself to be, more, a little bit less of a chest and maybe broader shoulders and so on and so forth. But that's not the point of this topic. The point of this topic is to look at what is positive about the body that you have currently. So, what do I like the most about my body? I like my arms. I don't have and hands. I quite like my hands and arms. In places that I've gained weight, my stomach, my chest, somewhat my hips, but that's, yeah, somewhat. I seem to not have gained much weight on my arm. I mean, it's a little bit, but, it's, for the most part, I have quite skinny arms for the, I mean, I'm not that overweight, but, still, I have skinny arms and very, very skinny hands. There's like nothing on there, whereas some people gain weight on their hands. I apparently don't. As with my feet as well. I guess the extremities of my body don't gain any fat for some reason, which I'm perfectly okay with. Other parts of my body that I like, my voice, I'm quite fond of. Sometimes, now getting into singing technical terms, I don't quite like the tone of my voice when I sing sometimes because it sounds too dark. So, anyway, dark is kind of back here, whereas bright is like more nasally. There's bright versus dark, and then a happy medium, where you talk normally. And then sometimes I sound a little bit too dark when I sing, and I don't know how to fix that, but I'm working on it. So it's just a thing that happens. So I don't know. But for the most part, I'm quite fond of my voice because it is androgynous and I can sing quite low and all that sort of thing. Anything else that I can mention? My eyes are pretty cool in that they are kind of blue-green. I think I can't tell from this angle. Creep all you guys out. Okay, I have a blue ring around my eye, which I get from my dad, I think, is how that worked. And then the inside of it is more blue-green, which I get from my mom. So, other favorite parts of my body. My feet, kind of, because they're longer than the average female, so that's pretty cool. So I get to wear larger shoes, and actually, not that anybody even looks at your feet if you're trying to pass, but as the opposite sex, but you know what I mean. That's about it. That's about all I got. So, the bonus question this week, I'll have to make a separate video for and send it in to Joe and the GenderqueerChat email. And that is making a 15 to 30 second video talking about how you would talk to grade 9ers, 14 and 15-year-olds about being genderqueer, and what little tidbit of something would you mention to them. What would you say to the bullies, or what would you say to young genderqueers discovering their gender identity? Yeah, so that's about all I got for this week. So I hopefully will not be sick next week, and I will be there next Wednesday. Bye.